State can call our next witness.
State calls Carmelo Lamarc.
Come on up, sir. Just watch your step as you come up. Once you're up there, if you put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Can you state your full name for the record and spell your last name, please?
Carmelo Lamarc, Lamarca.
All right. Sir, just make sure you speak up loud enough so juror numbers 15 and 16 can hear you in the back, okay?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Prosecutor?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Lamarc, can you tell us what you do for a living?
I'm in real estate.
Okay. Now, do you serve your community in any other capacity?
Yes, I'm a volunteer firefighter.
Okay. Where are you a volunteer firefighter?
Adelphia, Atwell Township, Fire District 2.
Okay. And approximately how long have you been doing that?
About 10 years.
Okay. Now, I want to draw your attention to November 20th, 2018 in the early afternoon hours. Do you recall that date?
Yes.
How do you remember it?
I was working from home. Remember, it was a clear day. I wasn't particularly busy. We had a group chat amongst our firefighters that there was a call in Colts Neck, potential residential fire. So I kind of stayed near the door with my keys ready.
And at some point thereafter, was there any confirmation of that structure fire?
Yes, we were dispatched to Colts Neck for mutual aid for a confirmed structure fire with entrapment.
Now, just so we all understand, you talked about mutual aid.
Yes.
Can you tell us what that means?
Colts Neck had originally called us for the RIT team, which is a rapid intervention team. It's a team that has specialized training to rescue downed firefighters. But ultimately, when we got there, we found out that we were going to work and we were not on standby as a RIT team.
Okay. So were you a member of that RIT team?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And, okay, so you said the call was structure fire with possible entrapment. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Based upon the call, where do you go?
I responded to the firehouse.
Okay. And where's the firehouse generally located?
That firehouse is 925 Adelphia Road, Freehold.
And once you got there, what happened?
Once I got there, I put my gear on, got on the rescue apparatus, and responded with the rest of the crew.
What's the rescue apparatus? Can you tell us what that is?
The rescue apparatus has tools and equipment specifically for search and rescue, car accidents and incidents of that nature.
And you said, I think you said the rest of the crew. Approximately how many people did you respond with, if you recall?
We were 6 firefighters and a chauffeur, driver.
Okay. And approximately, do you remember approximately what time the call came in and you responded to the firehouse?
Sometime between 12:30 and 1 o'clock, I believe.
Now, I'm just going to ask permission to approach.
You can.
Mr. Lamarc, I'm just going to show you what's been marked as S106 for identification. Do you recognize what this is?
Yes, it looks like a report for an incident.
Okay.
Would you speak up, sir?
Yes, it looks like an incident report.
Okay, and it's an incident report for who?
It looks like an in-first report.
Okay. And does this concern your firehouse?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And is it authored or is there a name on it?
My chief at the time, yes.
Okay. Now, based upon your review of this, is there a section which talks about dates and times?
Yes. Yes. Would you like me to?
No, I'm going to ask you a question in a second, but does it indicate the call location or street address for that call?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Now, would that be for 15 Willowbrook Road?
Yes.
And would that report then concern to the incident that you're here to talk about?
Yes.
And you said there's a portion of that report that says dates and times, correct?
Yes.
Can you look at those dates and times, and then I'll ask you a question?
Yes.
Did you read that to review it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, based upon that, does that refresh your recollection as to like the alarm time and potentially the arrival time at Colts Neck?
Yes.
Okay, and what was the alarm time?
12:41 p.m.
And what was the arrival time?
12:55 p.m.
Okay. And that 12:55 p.m., would that represent arrival at 15 Willowbrook in Colts Neck? Okay. So when you get to 15 Willowbrook, it's you and the 7 or 8 total guys?
7, yes.
Okay, 7 total guys. And that rescue apparatus, is that like a fire truck?
Yes.
Okay. And when you got to Colts Neck, did you see police cars?
I did see some police cars. I don't recall exactly where they were located, but I remember seeing.
Sure, but was there a police presence at the scene when you got there?
Yes, there was.
And was there any fire presence at the scene, if you recall?
Yes, there was.
Can you describe that, like how many, who, if you remember?
Fire apparatus.
Yes.
I remember seeing Earl Naval Weapons Station. They had their ladder truck parked in the driveway up near the house. I don't recall any other fire apparatus at the time from when we got out of the truck and we walked up to the house.
Were you and your crew, were you one of the early fire responders at that scene?
Yes.
Now, when you get there, do you make any observation of smoke or fire?
Yes, there was a heavy smoke condition.
Did you see flames upon your initial arrival?
I don't recall specifically whether or not I saw flames, but I do recall a very heavy smoke condition.
Okay. Was it a large residence or a small residence?
It was a large residence.
Now, when you got to the fire scene that day, how do you decide, or how does someone decide where you're going to go, what you're going to do? Can you tell us?
It was decided per command that my chief was going to assume control of operations for the scene, so my assignments were going to be given, my crew's assignments were given directly from my chief.
Now, if you're a Howell Fire Department and you're going to Colts Neck for mutual aid, why was your chief at that point in time in charge of operations?
To be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how those roles and responsibilities were doled out.
Okay.
I can tell you that my chief was assigned operations, and I was taking assignments directly from my chief at the scene.
Okay. So based upon commands from your chief at the scene, what's the first thing you did at that fire scene?
My crew's assignment was to make entry from the Alpha side, the A side of the building, and to conduct the left-hand search.
I'm going to show you just briefly. I'm going to approach with S1C, slide 9. Yeah. Mark, I'm just showing you what's been marked as S1C, slide 9. Do you recognize generally what that picture shows?
This is a picture from the Alpha Bravo corner of the residence.
Okay. Now, when you talk about Alpha Bravo, can you just explain what that means?
So if you're looking at the house from the driveway, the Alpha is going to be where the front door is. The left side is going to be the Bravo. Back of the house is the Charlie. Right side is the Delta.
Okay. So A is the front of the house, then you work around clockwise?
Yes, that's correct.
B, C, D, correct? Okay. So you reference which corner?
The Alpha Bravo corner.
Okay. Just want to. Before I keep that one more question. On slide. Where did you enter, you and your crew, where did you enter on that date?
From the door here on the Alpha side.
You gotta speak up, sir.
From the front door on the Alpha side that leads directly from the driveway.
Could I, permission to publish?
Okay.
Could I ask one C, slide 9? Sir, you have that photograph in front of you on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, and could you possibly just take this and just put a little box around where you entered? Can we preserve that, please? Thank you.
That's slide 9.1.
Now, Mr. Lamarca, can you tell us, like, what you encountered when you first went through that door?
As soon as we got through the door, there was zero visibility, blackout conditions because of the smoke. So we were essentially operating by touch.
Okay. Is that something that are you trained for that situation?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you do once you walk in, there's not a lot of visibility, how do you get to where you want to go?
We conducted a left-hand search, so you're essentially keeping your left hand with contact at all times to the wall, just to keep yourself oriented, and using your other hand, foot, tool, reach out as far as you can to feel for any potential victims as you move through the left-hand search.
Now, based on what you just said, when you get there, do you get briefed on information that others have prior to your arrival?
I don't recall us being relayed very much information at all. We were pretty much just given our assignment, there was maybe 2, 3, or 4 firefighters from Earl that had made entry prior to us arriving there.
Okay.
I'm not sure where they searched, where they went. Ultimately, I believe, if I recall correctly, they had to bail out of a window at some point, but I don't have any confirmation of that, that they made it to the second floor.
Now, when you entered that front door of 15 Willowbrook, were you looking to find people?
Yes, we were told that there was confirmed entrapment, potentially for victims, and also potentially a nanny.
Okay. So you go in, you said you wanted to stay towards the left, correct?
Yes.
Would that be the front of the home, the A side?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you go?
As soon as we went in, began the left-hand search, we were met with the set of stairs. We climbed those stairs, and shortly after reaching the landing of the stairs, we came in contact with the victim. How did you come in contact with the victim? I mean, as far as visibility goes. I felt her.
Were you with anyone else at that point in time, like right in front of you?
Yes, there were 2 firefighters that had made their way up past me onto the second floor, and there were another 3 behind me.
Was the visibility still extremely compromised on that landing area?
Yes.
Based upon the identification potentially of an individual, what if anything, did you and other firefighters do?
After it was determined that it was in fact the victim, I turned to the firefighter that was just below me on the stairs, and I told him that we're going to be taking them out. I grabbed the legs, and he grabbed her arms, and we carried her out.
Where did you take her?
Just by the garage doors.
In front of the house?
Yes.
After you did that, did you ultimately continue with efforts to find other individuals and or fire?
Yes, we were instructed to place her down in the driveway and then to go back in and continue our search.
Just briefly, so I don't miss it. Sorry, but when you encountered the body on the landing, can you describe directionally where her body was?
So she was towards the wall in the corner. Her feet were facing out towards going down the stairs, and her head was facing towards the wall of the landing, heading up the stairs.
When you ultimately took her outside and put her down on the ground, were there any signs of life at that point?
I wasn't able to determine, but it didn't. Once we were outside of the smoke, and I was able to see, it did not appear to be.
Just to be clear, was it an adult female or a young female?
A young female.
At points in time, did you remain, or strike that, did you remain at the scene for several hours?
Yes, we did.
And did you and your colleagues, did you continue to fight the fire?
Yes, we did.
And was there a point in time later that day that the fire was actually extinguished?
By the time that we had left, I don't believe so. There were still crews operating when we had left.
Okay. And do you recall approximately what time you left?
I believe it was around 8 o'clock.
Okay. Your Honor, I have nothing further.
Cross.
I don't have any questions, thank you.
All right. Sir, you can step down. Prosecutor, you want to call your next witness?